Hey guys, Christy here with Little Roots Ranch, and today I want to talk about what is a Broadfork, spoiler alert, and what it's used for, and how to use it. So a Broadfork is something that I hadn't really had much practice with when I was just like a home gardener or whatever. But in no-till and expanding my operation, sorry, there's a trash truck driving by, so it's gonna be really loud. The turkeys will probably yell. Oh, they did it. Anyways, so a Broadfork is exactly like this. And so you can have metal or wood handles, and then also you've got your tines and your bar right here. And though the concept is similar, sometimes they have different like sturdinesses, depending on what kind of soil you have. And so I'm very fortunate that my soil is fairly soft, and I'm really thankful for that. But what a Broadfork does is it helps aerate the soil, and it's especially excellent for and breaks up compaction, stuff like that. And the awesome thing about a Broadfork is that you don't have to, or you're not supposed to need to use it forever. You just use it to open up the soil and stuff like that. And so I'm so excited for this one. I got it from one of my really good friends, Rachel. And so basically I'll show you how to use it. Now, one thing that I want to explain is that you'll see people sometimes where they put it in and then they lift it so that the ground, it inverts the soil. And that's not the purpose of the Broadfork. When you put it in all the way, you want to do just a slight movement. So I'll show you. And I don't step in my beds, but so here's there's a wood chip on the end. So here's the Broadfork, and you put it in flat, and then you step onto it like so. Whoa. And then you step back, and then you want to open up the soil just a little bit. I see some people who bring it all the way down to the ground. If that's what you want to do, obviously you can do whatever you like, but I'm not trying to invert the soil, which means bringing the soil that's deep down to the front, because that also brings up weed seeds and stuff like that. I'm just looking to add a little oxygen or aeration, whatever, and break it up a little bit. So I'll do it again. My soil's pretty light. I could probably push it in just by my hands, and sometimes it takes a little bit. Step on it, get that pressure, and then just 45-degree angle, and then you come out. This bed in particular is going to be my carrots, and I'm actually going to be seeding those probably tomorrow or the next day, because we've got some rain coming in, and there's nothing better to wash in carrots like a little bit of rain. So that's why I want to Broadfork the whole thing. You want to be careful if you have a lot of rocks or really bad soil, that it might rock and hit you in the face. So you want to be careful with that. But that's basically it. I'll show you an angle of what it looks like close up, and then a fast version of me doing it, and then a recap. So hold on just a moment. Okay. So pull it out, move it back a little bit, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches. Press it down. I stand on it, and then rock it back a little bit. Now you can see that earth lift up just a little bit. That's all I'm looking for. Again, some people will put it in and bring it back all the way and pull it up like that. And if that's what you're going for, that's fine, but that's not what I use it for.
So here's a fast version of me Broadforking the rest of the row. If only I was that quick. No, it's not too bad.
So to recap, this is what I'm new to Broadforking, and I've seen some Broadforking, and it looked like it was a little bit harder, and I think that that's a testament of my good soil, so I'm really thankful for that. But I'm really excited to add aeration to the soil without inverting it or turning it. It's obviously easier on the worms and all of the microbiome and all that stuff. I'm a little out of breath because it is still some work, It's a good exercise, of course, and depending on what kind of soil you have. And yeah, I'm really excited to start doing that on my farm, and especially because I've historically grown carrots in a raised bed because I was a little nervous about going right into the soil, especially being no-till. But now I'm really excited because I need to grow enough carrots now to where I need to be able to go directly into the soil. But if you haven't Broadforked, I definitely recommend giving it a try. Broadforks can be pretty expensive though, depending on what you need, and you want to be aware of what kind of soil you have. So if you have really thick clay soil, you're really going to need like a sturdy Broadfork, and they're not cheap, unfortunately. If you've got pretty good soil, you can easily get by with a lighter Broadfork. Matter of fact, that Broadfork was given to me by somebody who needs a better Broadfork and can't use that one, but I'm fortunate enough to be able to use it. So yeah, if you have any questions or whatever, drop them down below. If you've used a Broadfork, let me know how it worked out. And I'm really excited to see how my carrots turn out this year. Thanks for watching. Bye.